With 800,000 pounds of steel changes your life, what exactly do you do? Well, that is a question that we are asking, not me, but the experts today. We have Francisco Llanos and Hunter Ryan here breaking down these accidents we're having with these powerful truck companies, guys. So my first question for you is, truck accidents can be devastating. They're totally different from regular car crashes. But how are they different when we're talking about the legal complexity?
So traditionally what happens is that most people don't understand that when it comes to a truck, you might potentially have not only just one party, but two or maybe even three. So what happens is that the engine, the actual truck, is one party and insured under one policy, and then the freight or whatever it is that's being carried is under another insurance policy perhaps. And even what's inside might be divided up. And so there is multiple layers of insurances that could come into play and might be intertwined when it comes to paying out for a potential catastrophic situation. All truck accidents are always going to be catastrophic, no matter if it's going 5 miles an hour or 55 miles an hour. You have to think it is a huge object. And if we can take it back to high school, the force of an object relies mostly on its weight. And so everything is going to be devastating when it comes to a trucking accident.
And to get the evidence that we need and everything we need to gather for a legal case, it's a race, right? We're trying to crunch for time. So what should people do in those critical hours, Hunter, when we're trying to get the evidence and get all of the details correct?
I mean, I think as we always say, the first thing you should do, absolutely always, right after any kind of accident, but most importantly, something as complicated as an accident involving a truck, a semi-truck, something like that, is contact an attorney like the great attorneys here at Demesman and Dover so that we can assist you with dealing with the complicated issues that Francisco just brought up, and also things like evidence. We have to send out a letter of preservation to certain different agencies, maybe gas stations nearby that had video evidence of the truck's potential malfeasance or bad driving conduct, maybe letters of preservation to even the trucking company itself so we could access the EDR inside the truck, which is kind of like a black box on an airplane that tells exactly what the truck was doing before the accident hit, that can kind of assist us with what is really going to ultimately result in a successful claim by any people who were injured as a result of the accident.
Yeah. When we're talking about these truck accidents, we're dealing with major truck companies. They're powerful, and we don't have to go toe to toe ourselves. Like you said, the amazing lawyers here at Demesman and Dover, you guys do that. How are you going head to head, toe to toe with these big companies?
Well, it's experience. We've been doing this now for a multitude of years. We've had multiple trucking incidents, sadly, some of them with fatalities. And so we have seen any and all of the scenarios that these insurance companies and these large companies are going to throw at us. A lot of times with these particular trucking accidents, you're not only dealing with the fact that, you might have lost somebody, or you are, dealing with a person that might be maimed or scarred for life. And so we want to make sure that the person feels as though they are human first before anything else. To you, to them, they're not a number. We don't treat them like a number. We treat them like family because we care more.
We hear more here at Demesman and Dover. For families out there, individuals out there going through this, how can they get in touch?
Sure. Just give us a call here at 866-954-MORE or 866-954-6673.
Awesome, Francisco and Hunter. Thank you so much.
No worries. Anytime. See you.